Good morning. You guys last talked to me. We were just going over to load board and whatnot, and I was struggling to find work. Indeed, I was, but I am covered. And unfortunately, it's the next day, so it's a Tuesday. That means I sat all for Monday. Kind of sucks, but it's okay. I'm going to haul my slabs again. Just got off the phone with them, and it looks like I got 11 stops all in the Virginia area again. I was hoping to get out of this area because it has been, kind of a pain, but I'm going to be finishing off later tomorrow down by Richmond, so I'll be down there. Yeah, 11 stops. We'll probably get about half of them done today, do the rest tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to maybe get done soon enough to where I can get something loaded tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, we got just a real short 40-minute drive on over to where we get loaded. The appointment's technically set for noon, but I'm going to try to get there early. It is, 9:37, so I will be there early, and we'll get them loaded. The only problem I have with this place is every time I go there, it seems like I'm waiting around 2-3 hours just to get loaded, sometimes more. Actually, the last time I was there, my appointment was for 12, and I can't shift gears. I didn't get loaded until 6 o'clock. It was like 5:50 when I rolled out of there, and my appointment was at 12. Basically, they just did not have everything ready, slab-wise, so they were still building the A-frame, and then even when they did get the A-frame built, they didn't have the paperwork ready. So I sat around waiting for a long time on that one. But I like these people that I work for. The stuff pays good. The broker that I go through, real nice guy, always willing to help me out. And so yeah, it's kind of a good relationship between the two. Like I've said before, sometimes direct customers are good and all, but sometimes direct brokers are even better. So I like working with him. He keeps me busy, makes some decent money with him. So we're gonna get this done and sort of see what happens. I'll try to bring you guys for along for the ride a little bit more on this one. It does get a little frustrating trying to set up the camera and have content to film when I'm busy. But I'll try to get some stuff going. That way we can have a little bit of variety in the videos. So anyways, I'm gonna cruise on along, and I'll talk to you guys here later. Starting off as good as I wanted it to. I got on my marble slabs, and I was hoping to get to my first delivery. He's sitting there by 7 a.m. It's currently 9:18. So what happened was this morning I went to start the truck, and basically the starter locked up. It turned for a split second, then just stopped. And so I was hoping I was even on like a slight hill to where I could just push in the brake, let the truck roll a little bit, pop the clutch, and like either bump the starter off or maybe even just bump start the truck. But I was sitting on too flat ground and didn't want to move, so I had to call Roadside. Roadside came out, and he was convinced that was the battery that was dead. I was thinking that there's no way, but he hooked up the battery charger. We sat there for a half hour, went to try to start the truck again. Sure enough, same thing. So he's like, okay, maybe it's something else. So we went to go jump the starter, and even jumping the starter, we could get it to click, but it just wasn't turning over. So that kind of told us that the starter motor's locked up. So we hooked the chain to the truck, got the tow hook out, hooked it up. He dragged me forward. my deliveries, and I'm gonna have to leave the truck running throughout the night as well because I gotta get everything done. And my last 3 stops are in Richmond. The other 8 are up in the DC, Baltimore area. So, and my original plan was to get those 8 done in the DC area. That way I could head down to Richmond and have a place to park down there. But because I'm now 2 to 3 hours behind schedule, I'm probably not going to be able to. So that kind of sucks because around DC there's literally nowhere to park. Like the closest truck stop is an hour and a half away. I know you can go to like the TA in Baltimore, but I really don't want to go there. If you've been there, you know why. So I'll have to figure something out. Maybe I could stay at one of the deliveries, you know, camp out there if it's, you know, a safe area. But that's kind of where we're at. I was hoping to get down to Richmond and spend the night down there and do the last 3 deliveries tomorrow. But no. After that, I'm gonna have to go and get a starter. I don't know if I'll put it on or if I'll have someone else do it, but that's gonna be a thing that needs to be done. So that kind of sucks. But anyways, I keep on going. We'll just see how the day plans out or pans out. Good morning. Yeah, it's morning again. I didn't get any footage yesterday, but that's because yesterday was a day. Started it off by waking up early in the morning, ready to get at it, because I was going to be at my first delivery before they were even open, ready to go, to get those 8 stops in the DC, Baltimore area done. Go to start the truck, and the starter locks up. I could not get it to go. At first I tried, you know, check to make sure batteries were dead or didn't blow a fuse or something, but nope, couldn't get it. Had to call Roadside out there, and he was convinced my batteries were dead, and I told him I really don't think it's the batteries. But we sat there with them on the charger for damn near an hour, go to turn the key, and sure enough does the same thing. Just really not even a sound. You just, all the electrics draw, and then that's it. But you hear a little bit of a clunk, but that was it. And I told him, I was like, man, I think it's something else, like the starter. And so what I wanted to do was, I was hoping to roll the truck a little bit, hoping I wasn't on flat ground, or wasn't on flat ground, and I could just release the brakes and roll a little bit to bump the starter and see if that freed it up and if it would turn over then. But I couldn't. So he got out a chain and he gave me a tug, and we were able to bump start the truck, no problem. So that was yesterday morning, and I have not shut the truck off since because I'm afraid to. But I just made some calls, and I found a truck pro that supposedly has one. I tried Kenworth, Peterbilt, Napa, all those places. No one has it. They have to order it. The quickest I could get a PACCAR OEM starter was tomorrow at around anywhere between 11 and 3. And I was willing to do that if I absolutely had to, but obviously I want to get this truck moving again. I want to find something for the weekend or anything, because I haven't done too much this week. So anyways, I found Truck Pro in Richmond, have one. It's a aftermarket type unit, so I'm hoping it's the correct one. So what I'm gonna have to do is, once I get there, I'm gonna crawl underneath the truck, wipe it off, wipe the starter off, because it's just covered in oil. It's sitting right on the side where I got the slight oil leak on the passenger side of the engine, so it all seeps down on top of the starter. So I'm gonna clean it off the best I can, take as many pictures, that way I can go into the store, use my pictures as reference to make sure that it is, you know, the same one. Hell, I might even take a measuring tape and measure the starter to make sure it's the same length. But if it is, I'll buy it, and I'll just have to put it on myself. That shouldn't be too hard of a task. They're heavy and they'll murder an arm, but I think I can do it. I gotta get it done ASAP if I want to be able to do something this weekend. So that's kind of the plan. I'll try to get you guys footage since I'm not getting that much of a hurry anymore. But yeah, I'll try to get something of the slabs. I only have 3 pieces left, so the bulk of the work has been done. I busted my ass to get all that stuff done on time since I was basically 2-3 hours behind schedule. But we got it done, so we'll get this all taken care of today. I think everything will work out just fine, hopefully. If this one starter doesn't work out, I'll just have to go back to, I think the Peterbilt store was able to get me an OEM starter by tomorrow. So I'll probably give them a ring and say, hey, make it happen. So anyways, keep on going down the road. Well, there she is, a brand new starter. We're over here at the Sheets, just outside of Richmond. The airport's right over there. Brand new Sheets, really nice. Stopped here to get some cheap fuel and a late lunch. So I don't know if that sun's blinding you. So because of all that, I haven't booked a load yet, and I'm currently looking, but stuff is slow at the moment. So we'll see what we can find. I'm trying to see if I can find something for today. It's like 2:30, but I doubt I will. My guess is most of the stuff is coming out of the Norfolk area, so I'm probably gonna have to start heading over that way. I'm planning on getting something out there in the morning. That'll put us on Friday, so hopefully it'll be a good weekend load, if not just a good paying load. That's all I need at this point. But yeah, after the starter issue, so the road call to have the guy come out there, and he spent a couple hours, I think wasted hours, because I knew the truck didn't need charged. It just needed, you know, something with the starter. And like I said, we started it by doing a push start, or a pull start actually. But I threw money away with him sitting there wanting to charge the batteries first to rule out that option. So whatever, I can't argue with it. He probably did that on purpose. So that was about $300, and then the starter was $378, and it's a brand new starter. It's not an OEM one. It's I'm pretty sure it's still a Delco starter, but it's brand new. It's not a remanufactured one, so I thought the price was pretty good for that. And then I bought that at a Truck Pro, and right next to the Truck Pro in Richmond, there was a service center, Truck Pro service center. I didn't even know they had them. And so just for the hell of it, I went over there to see if they had any open bays, and they did. So just so that I didn't have to crawl underneath the truck and do that myself, which I was ready to do it myself to save me the money, but because they had the open bay and they were ready, I just told them to do it. So they did it. They changed it out. Didn't take too long, but also charged me about another just shy of $300 to do that. So basically $1,000 ordeal. That kind of sucks. It hurt, but just part of the business. So that's the deal there. Truck starts great now. That old starter must have been really old. She was getting slow. Basically, yeah, she was just getting slow. So here, I'll start the truck for you so that you could hear what it sounds like. Spins very fast. Got nice torque to it. So let's take a listen to how this thing sounds. So not bad. I like it. It spins quicker, and it doesn't seem like it pulls as much energy to start. So I'm pretty sure that starter was the original one, so that means it was an 800,000 mile starter. So not bad. But anyways, I'm gonna pop back on the board, see what I can find. Other than that, I think we're gonna cruise on down towards Norfolk and stay somewhere out there. We'll probably actually stop and stay at the Loves just outside of Richmond. That doesn't get me all that far towards Norfolk, but it's still along the way. But I don't know, we'll see what happens. Meantime, I think I'm gonna end this off here. I appreciate everything, all the people that do watch. I really do appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later.